Hey, how's everybody doing? Found some more comics that I forgot I owned. So let's get this started. I'm starting off with, it's a back cover advertising Speed Racer from Now. So it's going to be something from Now. Hey, it's Terminator number 2. Kick ass. At one time, I don't know about issue 2, but issue 1 was not a cheap comic. It was like 20, 30 bucks. Might even hit 40, and from what I remember, the reason why was for some reason issue 2, issue 1, and this is a newsstand one because it's got the barcode, was distributed only to newsstands. It did not hit the direct market. I don't know why issue 1 did. That's what I've heard. Don't have proof, just, hearsay. Yeah, decent cover. The story, I have read this one. The story in this one's not bad. It's set in the future, and you're following a group called Sarah Slammers that are trying to destroy the Terminators. Racer X, he's the government's best kept secret. And Now did some really cool stuff that nobody seems to remember. Subscription ad here. Speed Racer, Racer X, Astro Boy, Rust, Terminator, Real Ghostbusters, Friday Night, and Ralph Snart. The only one of those I haven't read anything from is Rust. Alright, well, this might be it's another... Oh. The hell? Nope. It's another comic from Now. It's another Speed Racer ad. I'm thinking Speed Racer was one of their better sellers. I'll see a lot of that in Ghostbusters. Terminator issue 8. And this looks like... Hold on, look at this. Okay, no, it's not. I'll say, it looks like the same guy's on this cover. It's not. He's on a fan boat. The big ass. Like, really good covers. And Now always use... Because their comics are always more expensive. This is $1.75 and... What year is this coming out? 1989. If I remember right, back then your average comic was 75 cents or $1. So this is an expensive comic. They always use really good paper. That white Mando paper. Mando. Might be Baxter paper. I never could tell the difference. Really cool little comics. Oh, that's kind of neat. The letter page is blue. Okay. What we got next? Gatherum, 1995. Okay. Barton Lash, Gerhard, Larry Martyr, James A. Owen, Jimmy Robinson, Dave Sim, Jim Valentino, Terry S. Wood. Okay, my 95 Valentino was working for Image. What is this? Ha! Cerebus. Issue 199, Mothers and Daughters, Part 49. That's got a bunch of stuff on the side advertising. Cerebus, yeah. Never read the entire series, read a chunk of it. It started off as a parody of Conan the Barbarian with this Aardvark as the Conan stand-in, and then it just became something completely different. Always really good art. And then you always got a lot of letter pages, little mini comics that Sim would get other people to publish. And he did 300 issues of this series. Mortal Monday. Oh, this was when Mortal Kombat 1 came out. I kind of remember this. What is this? I wonder. Oh, shit. Defiant, issue 1 of Warriors of Plasm. This is Jim Lee, editor-in-chief. He started off writing for the Legion of Superheroes when he was a teen. Got over to Marvel, became editor-in-chief, and then was either fired or quit. I've never heard what. He caught some flack over some stuff. Left and then started up Valiant Comics, which any of y'all that was collecting in the early to mid 90s remember how hot Valiant was. Well, he got basically kicked out of Valiant and started this company Defiant that didn't last real long. And a big part of it was this comic right here. Okay, Warriors of Plasm. It was originally just going to be called Plasm. Well, Marvel put out a comic before this came out called Plasmer and sued, saying the titles were too close, and the court costs to fight this case ate up a lot of Defiant's money. Because if I remember right, Defiant was an offshoot of the River Group, which was a trading card company. If you remember in the early 90s, they were hot for a little while. It was like Elvis trading cards, Beatles, a lot of old like 50s and 60s musicians trading cards. And they funded this, if I remember. I might be wrong on that, but this was the whole universe was interconnected. There was, I think, 6 or 7 titles. I've read some, I've read The Good Guys. I've read some Charlemagne. I think there was one called Dogs of War. Warriors of Plasm. I got that issue and that's it. Alright, now this, I'm pretty sure this is from NEC. Got this huge tick ad on the back, New England Comics. Like some cool tick shirts. What is this? Chainsaw Vigilante #1. 325. Jeez. When did this come out? 93. Oh. Got the shiny cover. Black and white interiors, of course. He was a character that showed up in the Tick, and then they gave him his own spinoff. I don't remember how long it lasted. Interesting character. I know where I got this. I got this at the local comic shop out of the cheap bin. And the last one, I want to show you something. Okay. This is the back cover. Now watch this. I'm going to take a standard size comic, line them up. It's not as tall, but it's wider. And I know what this is. As soon as it's all the back cover, I can tell. The Survivalist Chronicles, issue 3. There was only as far as $1.95. Wow, in 81. Yep, 81. This was Survival Art Press. They did a lot of comics like this, a lot of war comics, a lot of Red Scare comics. Now, there's only 3 issues of this series. I have all 3. I basically take Red Dawn, it's for Red Dawn, but take Red Dawn, the plot, and that's what this is. But here's the thing. That asshole, Earl Dean Lane, fucking wrote in this damn comic. I don't know why he felt the need to write in there. Matter of fact, I'm thinking there's a page in here, if I remember right, this dickhead put his actual address. I got a handful of comics. This came, I'm pretty sure, from the local comic shop. They got in a collection. There's a bunch of stuff signed by Earl Dean Lane. Here we go. Earl Dean Lane, 2000 Benton, Hannibal, Missouri, 63401. Google that, find out that fuckhead still lives there, and tell him to quit writing his damn comics. It was an interesting idea. And what I've read, the 3 issues I've read, I like, but nothing's come of it since then. So let's rewind this. We got the Survivalist Chronicles. We got Chainsaw Vigilante. Warriors of Plasm. Cerebus. Terminator. And Terminator. So nothing from the big 2 this time at all. It's all indie stuff. And let's see, NEC is still around. Defiant isn't. They are, but they ain't putting anything out. They're gone, and so's now. I hope everybody enjoyed it. Remember, if you like it, click that subscribe button, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, whatever. Laters.